Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about why Quran and Hadith are so repetitive. Muslims will not give you the truth, will not tell you the truth, will not give you the real answer. For Quran, for example, the defense is because Allah wants to emphasize the verse. That's why He repeated the verse many times. Imagine how boring it is, to get the same verse again and again. Maybe Muhammad went crazy. Jibril came, and then, what's going on? And then he gives the same verse again. Oh my goodness. The same verse like yesterday, or like last week. That's why, but that's not why. Of course, we all know that's not why. Because so many stories are also being repeated in Quran. This is not someone quoting the story. No, this is Allah sending the same verse, the same stories. Can you imagine? Sometimes one story has more detail, like when Adam got kicked out from Jannah in Surah Taha, it's a little detail. In Surah Al-Baqarah, it was also being told there, but just less detail. I don't know why. Why Allah bother sending part of the story and then later on sending the same story again and with more detail? Can you imagine? And also Hadith. For example, Bukhari, Al-Bukhari. Muslims call Bukhari genius because he memorized over 600,000 hadith. But yet, he only put 6,600 of them into the book. Very strange. Why did he bother to memorize 600,000 hadith? I don't know. The story sounds a little bit sketchy here, like strange, right? Of course, that's not the truth either, right? I mean, like, why? Now, I will tell you the truth. Why it is like that. Why they are so repetitive. For example, for Quran, it's because when Zaid ibn Thabit collecting the Quran. Now, before I go there, the Sahaba, first I have to explain this, the Sahaba. If you ask any Muslim, who were they? How many Sahaba did Prophet Muhammad have? Nobody give you the same answer. If there's a 1.7 billion Muslims, but I can assure you, there's 1.7 billion answers. Everybody give you different answers. Some even claim 100,000 Sahabas. Can you imagine 100,000 companions? Can you imagine this? How Prophet Muhammad had 100,000 companions? Well, they were not companions. That's a lie. That's a big lie. Most of them, 99.9% of them, were actually soldiers. They were all soldiers. But when Zaid ibn Thabit collecting the Quran, he was asking people, did Prophet Muhammad ever give you Quran? If yes, what is it? That's why all of a sudden so many people know Quran by heart. All of a sudden. And then all they know is like little pieces. 2 verses, 5 verses. When Zaid ibn Thabit asking them, these soldiers saw this opportunity to be famous to be known as Sahaba. They were not actually Sahaba, they were soldiers. Now, because Prophet Muhammad gave them one verse, now all of a sudden they were Sahaba. So it's like almost like giving a eulogy, when somebody passed away, when somebody died, you go to the funeral, and then so many people go to the front giving eulogy as if they were all best friends. Sometimes some of those people who give eulogy, actually they barely knew the deceased. They didn't know the person who died. They didn't know him or her well. Just because it's a funeral, all of a sudden, everybody is a best friend. The same thing when Zaid ibn Thabit collecting Quran. Now, from soldiers, now they're Sahaba. It's a big step up. It's like you're a factory worker, and then all of a sudden you are becoming like supervisor or manager. The same thing as Hadith. When Bukhari going around collecting Hadith, imagine he was collecting Hadith almost 300 years after the death of Prophet Muhammad. How many generations is that? 300 years. What, 8 generations? Like this guy giving to this guy, this guy giving to this guy. And where did he actually get this hadith from? That's why now everything in Islam is very, very brittle, It's because it's not solid. Nothing is solid. The Quran is not solid. The Hadith is not solid. The Tafsir is not solid. For example, Quran giving you a verse and then you don't know what it means, you have to go to check the tafsir. And then if you are still confused why this verse came down, you have to read the hadith. But then when you read hadith in English, it's very short, right? Normally Abu Hurairah saying this, Prophet Muhammad saying this. But in Arabic actually it's longer, because in Arabic it says this person saying to this person, saying to this person, saying to that person, the Prophet Muhammad said, yada, 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 yada. You understand me? So, English translation making it shorter. But the Arabic version is not like that. The Arabic version is a little more complete. Well, complete. Now, when Bukhari collecting hadith, people also saw this as an opportunity to be famous as a person who know hadith. So all of a sudden, yeah, I know this hadith. This hadith was from this person, that person saying to this person, the Prophet Muhammad said this, and give it to Bukhari. So Quran and hadith are no more than eulogy. It's nothing more than eulogy. Now, this is the problem, right? Like I said earlier, Quran, if you don't understand the verse, you have to read the tafsir. If you still want to know why it came down, you have to read the hadith. But then the hadith is a lot of time. The hadith is based and baseless. That's why they had Muslims has to create another book. It's called the Science of Man. Sometimes it's called the Science of Hadith. Now, even though it's called the science, it is not actually, it has nothing to do with science. The book just telling you who is liar, who is truthful, who is liar, who is trustworthy. Nothing more, nothing less. So this book is to support that book, and that book is to support that book. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine if we need another book to support Bible? Can you imagine if we need another book to support the book that supports Bible? Can you imagine how complicated it is? No wonder no Muslims want to read anything, because it's so complicated. They make it so. Because if they show it in a very easy way, people will leave. Muslims will leave Islam quicker. Anyway, that's all from me for tonight. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope this video give you some more insight about Quran and Hadith, why they are so repetitive. The truth behind the repetitiveness of Quran and Hadith. Well, that's all. Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, God bless you all. Have a nice life.